hello, my beautiful people.
We are live.
My Destiny Guardians and my mental health people. What is up? It is Tink Tink, also known as Spank My Tinkerbell. This is Senpai Husk. You might want to
What's
introduce
going
yourself.
on? You already know me from the last one, as we said before. It's Senpai Husk, and you know we hold it down here.
Alrighty, so a disclaimer. What we are going to talk about today, it is strictly for educational purposes. This is a group discussion. If you are suffering from any mental health illnesses, mental health issues, if you're going through something, please don't take this as professional advice. Please seek the closest emergency room, urgent care, or even contact a licensed therapist for whatever's going on in your life. But our inbox is always open if you feel the need that you need to have an immediate friend. We will respond to within an appropriate time when we can. Anything
Of
you want to add to
course.
that, Senpai?
You pretty much covered it. You got it down. Like she said, we're not professionals, people. We're just here to just kind of spread awareness of what's going on. And we're using very light discretion when we talk about it. But like she said, if you're having any kind of feels about anything, we are here in our inbox if you want to ever talk to us about something. But again, you should probably seek a professional if things tend to escalate in any type of way.
Perfect. Now that we got that out there, Senpai, how's your Monday going so far?
Oh, after I dropped my phone just now, I don't know. But there's no cracks in it, so we're still good.
Oh, that's always good.
Yeah, I was just like, I moved like 2 inches and my phone fell, and I was just like,
Please tell me you have a case on that phone.
yes, I do. But it fell
Okay.
face down. That was the problem. Oh, I was
Oh
like,
boy.
oh my God. And but we're good though. My day has been very chill. How was your day yesterday? I want to talk about that real quick because guess what? Guess what, everybody? What was yesterday, team? Go ahead and tell them. Go ahead and tell them for me. What was yesterday?
Yesterday was my 32nd birthday.
Yeah. For all who didn't know, it was her birthday yesterday.
Yes, I am officially 32 years old now. I am a 1990 baby, or like original 1990
Yes.
baby,
90s babies for life.
for real. Um, but yeah, yesterday was a lot of fun. There was a lot of alcohol involved. I will admit that I may have done some
Hmm. Hmm.
tipsy messaging in the clan Discord.
Uh-huh. I
Sent
saw that as you were talking to people.
and sent pictures of my drinks and my yummy appetizer and food.
Yeah, you were having the time of your life.
I
I
really
saw
was. I
that.
really
I was
needed
like, I
it
see
after
you.
the month that I had with breaking off that friendship with that one person. I
Hmm.
really needed a good night for my birthday, and my girl Anna and her husband Danny were there for me. They came out all
They
the way
hooked
from
you
Portsmouth.
up.
Yes, they came out from all the way from Portsmouth, Virginia. And even though she had a procedure done on Friday, she was like, she sucked it up. She didn't have to, but she made the effort and came all the way to Newport News to have dinner with me, my husband, and my son Gabriel, and just had a nice dinner at Chili's. And we had a couple of drinks. We had fun. I really needed it. It was hands down really good. And on top of that, my best friend Mikey, where you at, Mikey?
Somewhere.
He's somewhere. But he
He's
got
somewhere.
me he got me the most amazing birthday gift ever for
I
this
saw
year.
it. I was
He
like,
got
hey,
me
yo, that was so
yes.
cool.
He knows me. He knows my love for Shaq's daddy. And he knows I love me my
The
Lord
fact that you
Shax
guys
from
call him Sax Daddy is the best thing ever.
absolutely. And I need to rearrange my bookcase because I have one of those cube organizers
Hmm.
bookcase or the cube bookcase, and I have one cube designated for Destiny, and now I need to move everything around and rearrange so that Shaq's daddy is right smack in the center. And every time I play Destiny, I can just turn my head or just move my eyes and just see the present
Hear
right
me
there
out now. Hear me out. You listening
in all
real
his
quick?
grow and all his
Hear me out.
glory.
What if there's somebody out there that has the name Shaq's daddy? Would you add them to our clan?
I mean,
I mean,
I would not be calling them daddy. I'd just be calling him Shax or her. Can never assume the gender
yeah.
nowadays, but
Yeah. You can't. You really can't assume. But like, hey, hear me out. If Shaq's daddy was a real person, would you add him to the clan?
as long as it was PlayStation, maybe, and met our criteria.
I'm pretty sure they would. Shaq's daddy, if you out there, we want you in the clan.
That's me choking on my fucking Gatorade. Anyways, moving on. Our topic for today. I don't know what the hell I just did. Our
Drum
topic for today
rolls.
is mental health and anger.
Yes.
So, isn't that one of the 7 sins?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
for me, it's the best one because it's horrible.
Oh, man.
I'm a terrible person when it comes to that.
Okay. Okay. Right. So, let me hit you with this, buddy. What does anger mean to you?
Anger means to me that I am full blown mad. I am past being upset. I am past the point of talking. I just don't want to do anything but have physical contact, and that is terrible. It's honest and to say that, yeah, all I want is physical contact at that point. Like if I'm angry, I just need to blow off some steam because I just want physical contact. Like if I can't and I don't want to harm another person, I really don't. But people sometimes push me to that level, but I don't want to. I
Mm-hmm.
will go out and do other things
Okay.
to,
Okay.
yeah. Because that's what anger means to me, that I am there to a point that you can't, like, say, hey, calm down. The word calm down goes out in one ear and out the other.
Yep. Yep. Calm down. When someone tells you to calm down, it's like they just push that it's like that what's that movie called? Um that Pixar movie with the little girl, and they have like the emotions, and she has anger, and anger is like a red marshmallow looking little guy.
Oh,
I can't think of the name.
not Inside Out, is it?
Yes, Inside Out. Perfect. Thank you. So
Okay.
it's like that. You just someone tells you to calm down. It's like seeing him in the
The song
freaking
everyone tells us
control
to calm
console.
down. Yeah, that was great.
Just yeah, and for me, anger means just an unhealthy irritability or just a high level of annoyance and just angry. Just oh, you know.
Hmm.
That's what anger means to me. Is it's a raw emotion that is felt when someone pushes your buttons, or you're feeling stressed, or when you're stuck in traffic, or you're not eating the right
That
way.
is the worst.
I don't even drive, and I get pissed in traffic.
I used to drive, and I get pissed in traffic even when I'm a passenger. I just like have an aggression when it comes to driving. I am one of those people who will just be like, either move or be up your butt. I'm being honest with
Right.
you people. Like straight up, whoever's watching this, I am sorry if you feel butt hurt, but if I am behind you, trust me, I'm gonna be up your butt. And I'm just gonna be like, hey yo, you need to move. I'm trying to get around, you gonna swerve into my way in my other lane? Okay, great. Now I'm just gonna see you up your butt more.
Right.
I tried to go around, like I tried to be nice.
And it doesn't help when there's an a car accident and off the shoulder, they moved it off to the side, and you got rubberneckers, and then
I love rubberneckers.
they're just there
I
trying to
have
get a
returned.
glimpse of it. Hi,
He has
that's
arrived.
he's arrived. I called
He
for you
graced us with
earlier
his
and you weren't
presence.
there.
Yeah, sorry. One of the people that I helped today at work has some pretty bad emotional issues, and they just called freaking out, and so I was taking care of that.
That's fine.
And
You gotta be
so
there. You gotta be there.
got them calmed down. Everything's settled. They're gonna come and see me after class tomorrow,
Okay,
and so
that's
we'll go
good.
from there. Yeah.
Cool. Um, moving on.
Moving on.
Rubberneckers, when there's an
Yes.
accident and they just have to look at the accident, they have to look at the cops and look how messed up the vehicle is, and you're just
Oh
like,
yeah, that's me.
just keep your face forward, keep your
Oh, I
eyes on the
wish.
road, and
I
just go.
wish.
There have been many times when I'm in the Jeep with my husband David, and we're going to the HRBT tunnel. I forget where in Virginia, Hampton. Thank you, Hampton, Virginia. And there's a tunnel, and it goes underwater, and so you have to remain at a consistent speed limit of, I think it's 55 miles per hour. And there have
Okay.
been many times where there's no accidents. People just freak out when they go into that tunnel and slows down. And like, you're not supposed to be slowing down because you're underneath that water, and there's a tunnel between you and that big fucking ocean that's gonna just has
That's
pressure
low-key
down in the
scary. I
tunnel.
would want to be speeding through that tunnel as fast as possible. Hear me out.
Exactly. That's why they have it posted in the tunnel. I think 2 or 3 signs. It's automated or whatever. Has a screen that says 55 miles per hour. Do not stop in the tunnel. You have to go, and there's traffic in the tunnel because people just want to get slow the fuck down. And I'm just like, bro, this is not helping with my anxiety. Get me out of this fucking tunnel. But I digress.
I
All right.
feel all of that. Because for me, it's like, because I don't drive anymore, I now walk.
Mm.
And I have to walk along a major highway.
Hmm.
So it's nothing but rubberneckers. And I'm just like, if y'all don't focus on the road instead of looking at me, one of y'all are going to really end up hitting me because you're staring at me.
Well, first of all, what are you doing on the side of the highway?
Going shopping to go get groceries.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. All right, that's a valid point. That's a valid point.
Hear
I
me
hear
out.
ya.
I will, like I told you, my legs aren't broken. I am gonna get there.
Mhm.
One way or another, I will get there. My legs are not broken yet. I will do what I have to do to get there.
And I will walk 500 miles.
Yeah, I would. I would. I totally would. I might be tired, but I would. I would just keep pressuring myself and be like, you know what? Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you're gonna get there. Don't stop.
Exactly. All right, next question.
Next question. Oh my God, phone's in my hand. Look for my phone.
Does anger make you stronger?
In a way, hear me out.
What's your reasoning?
In a
What's your reasoning?
My reasoning that it does make you stronger in a way.
But are we
If
talking
you control
emotionally or physically?
emotionally, mentally, and physically. 3.
Okay. Give it to me.
Why I say this is because of working out. If you
Okay.
control your anger when you're working out, not only are you physically getting your anger out,
Mhm.
you're pushing your body and you're working it out. And now your body is getting acquainted to it. And then you start getting a physique and you start looking at yourself in your mirror and you start feeling good about yourself. The mentality comes in where you're just like, wow, this feels great. That's what anger did. I look good. Like, damn.
But
And
how do
just like,
you know? But how do you know I don't mean to cut you off, but how do you
Oh,
know
you good?
it's not? How do you know it's not just um, it's not you doing the actual physical exertion itself that's relieving you of your anger, and it's not the emotion itself. It's just it gives you that energy boost, if that makes sense.
Anger definitely does, I would say, give me like an energy boost to like if ever to do anything.
Mhm.
And that's why I fall back on what I say it goes on those three things. Because under normal circumstances, I would have to push myself when I'm not angry to work out. Because I will probably either fall back on it, or I'll just be like, nah, I'll put it off. I'll do like it's always something. Like I'll just end up putting it off for like some stupid reason.
Mhm. Okay.
But if I'm angry enough, and I'm just like I'm already worked up. I already know what I want to do, but I know that I can't do that. So I immediately go to working out. So I'm just like, when I'm working out, it gives me that extra boost to go even longer to work all that anger out, to push everything out of my body, so to speak. So when that happens, then I'm just like, okay, I start to see a difference because I've actually done, I use this as a method
Mhm.
because I, I don't get angry all the time anymore.
Okay.
But I still get my spurts and every now and then.
Mhm.
And I'll just like I said, I'll just come home and I'll hold in all that anger. I will continue to be nice to whoever I'm out talking to. I just won't talk as much because I don't want to say the wrong thing to anybody.
Mhm.
But like I come home and I just work out. I just work out in my room and I continue to work out till I'm drained. And then I
Okay.
just like, once I'm drained, I know that I can't do anything. I'm just stuck in bed. And I'm just like, you know what? And then I just kind of sit there and I think about it. Why did I get angry over something that was so small?
Right.
Why did I get so upset? Like, yeah, I immobilized myself to the point that I had to think about it.
Mhm.
That's why I say that it's all three things. It's not only your body, but it's also your mind and oh my goodness, I forgot what the third one was. Just that fast. It's gonna come back, and I hate myself for it.
You're fine. You're fine. It happens. It happens. Don't worry.
But yeah, that's the main reason I say that anger is almost like a boost, and it can be used in a healthy way if you can control your anger. Because
Right.
if you're letting your anger run wild, then that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other subject.
Yeah. Okay.
But
This
what
brings
is your
me.
outtake on it?
I don't think it makes us stronger physically.
Talk to me.
Okay. So, in my perspective, anger is a very raw emotion. And while, yes, it gives you a boost of energy to do your workout or angry clean your house or get in, unfortunately, I don't condone this, but get into a fist fight with someone, it doesn't make you
I
stronger. It
refrain from
makes
doing that
you,
too. Please don't.
yes, but I feel like it makes you reckless when you're angry because in the heat of the moment, you're not in a state of mind where you can make a good decision where there won't be a bad repercussion, if that makes sense. Whereas you don't have a clear mind, you'll do, say, think something reckless, and it'll get to a point where if you can't calm yourself down or remove yourself from that situation that's increasing that anger and increasing that raw emotion where um it could turn ugly, very ugly. And Well, yes, it does
This
give
is
you
also
energy.
true.
Yes, it gives you an energy boost, but it does it you. It's like I don't like this saying, but it's like you see red, but it's
Hmm.
like a monster that takes control over you, and you become a completely different person. And it's a side that it's a side that none of us really sees until it happens, and we're just like, what the fuck did I just turn into, you know?
Hmm.
And it's just it's an ugly side of every person, and I feel that it
Something
leads
that
to
people don't really want to
destruction.
see.
No, and
Or
it
that, not that people want to see, is that you don't want people to see, I should say.
exactly it's for some people it's like a secret weapon. For other people, it's like a trauma sort of thing, you know?
Major trauma.
Yeah, and I feel like it doesn't make you stronger. In my opinion, I feel like it makes you say or do something reckless and gets you to the past the point of no return.
I have been there.
So have I. I am speaking from experience.
I am
As a
also
wise,
speaking from experience.
I'm a wise old lady now. Now that I'm 32.
Hear me out. I can't mm, I can I can make a fist, but still, but I can't extend my pinky out like I used to.
Mm,
I lost some tendons in my pinky because of something stupid I did because I was angry.
yeah. See, there you go.
So yeah, don't get like angry and lose control. Basically, that's what I want to let everybody know.
Yeah.
Always like be level-headed when you're angry. Stay calm and think about what you're gonna do before you do it.
But
Because if you think about it,
I feel like there's only so much level-headedness you can do. Once you get to that point of where you're just very, very angry, you're just in
hmm
your pit of rage. There's no coming down from that. Not until you remove yourself from that situation. So I feel that it just depends on the person and what the trigger was, and I don't know. I'm having a brain fart.
yeah, no, you're good. You're good. We chilling. You are good. But I was gonna say there was a question that I definitely did want to ask.
Okay, ask away.
What I wanted to know is like, why do we have to like get upset and depressed at something that's really honestly not worth it? Like we'll get angry and heated in the moment, but then
Mhm.
you'll think about it, and then you'll think like how minuscule it was to like get upset, and I'm just like, why do we let this happen? There's so much there's so much trauma from like things that be going on in our lives, I guess.
Mhm.
But like it's at the end of the day, like the past is the past. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it, but the past, I guess, the way I see it, the
Hmm.
past defined us to who we are today. It it's a part of how we grew up. It's a part of how we deal with things. It's a part of how we process scenarios and situations and things like that. Our past, as traumatic as can be, is like a paving stone for the now and the future. Because I will tell you what, I've had some major trauma in the past, and there's several people that know about it, but um, it's defined me, who I am. People want to say, "Oh, the past does not define you. The past does not do this. The past does not do that." It's. I feel like it's not true because the past, whatever we went through in our childhood, shaped us to become either a better person, so we don't repeat that to someone else, or it turns us into the opposite, and we become that person that we're so just desperately trying to escape. You know,
I feel for that too. Because
because
there be things that people be running away from, and I know that I've definitely tried to run away from stuff before, but it's there.
yeah, I feel that the past is always going to be there.
A hundred
It's always
percent.
it's always going to be there to haunt us. It's always going to be there as a life lesson. It's always going to be there to teach us something, and it's always going to be there as a reminder of what we went through, what we overcame, the obstacles we had to overcome to get to where we're at today.
Facts.
hmm
I mean, you're not wrong. You're really not.
I, I I'm not trying to be right, but I'm not trying to be
I
wrong either. I'm just
mean, that's all. I know. I'm agreeing with
this
you.
is all personal
Yeah.
experience,
Hear me out. I'm agreeing with you.
but everybody has a different perspective on how they see the past and if it defines their future, because I feel like it can, because
Yeah.
it can define your personality, who you are as a person, what you will do, what you won't do, what happened to you, you know, will you repeat it, or will you be that person that breaks a generational curse, you know what I mean, so to speak.
Right.
And so I feel that in the end, it all comes down to the past. Yes, well, it's stuck back there. It's always going to be there hovering over your shoulder, whether like a guardian angel or one of those shoulder devils or shoulder angels that's whispering in your ears.
It's definitely a shoulder devil.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not a Christian. I'm a Norse pagan, but essentially, that's what.
I just took a break from religion altogether. I don't know what you call that, but I just took a break from everything.
That makes sense. That's fine. That's fine. But but yeah, you take the past and you do with it how you want it to become, how you better shape yourself as a person,
Well, I guess that
as a
kind of
friend,
answered
as a
my other
neighbor.
question.
What question was that?
Well, why does our depression lead to anger and aggression? And I guess it kind of comes from the past almost a little bit.
It does. I
Like,
feel that it does
like
because
things that it may be something that's happening in the now and present that's making you angry, but it's something that's triggering that happened in the past
right.
that's bringing back up to the present. So it
Yeah.
makes you angry. So I was just like, because I was like really questioning that myself. I was like just thinking about it when
Mhm.
and I wanted to make it a question here because it always came back up. Like I always think about things after I get it. Whenever I'm angry, I always like have these questions of why I did this and why I did that. Why didn't I do this and why did I do that? Like it makes me wonder why I get upset to get sad to go into anxiety to go into a deep spiraling.
Because
I'm
I
just like, what?
so in that retrospect, I feel that there's, in my opinion, and based on personal experiences, there may be an unresolved personal childhood trauma that you have, and
Mm-hmm.
you may not have dealt with it head on. You have not talked about it with a licensed professional therapist. You may not have had the help you need in order to understand and talk and process what happened to you as a child or as a young adult or as an adult now. You haven't had the time. You've been in survival mode all your life because of the past trauma and experiences, and you've never had the time to full blown stop and evaluate your psychological self, your emotional state, your in your emotional state, your physical state, in your physiological state, to the point where you're burnt out, and you spent your entire life running from these past traumas, not wanting to deal with them head on because you're so busy trying to help other people. And you're so busy trying to help other people that you're pulled in all different directions. And you don't have time to help yourself. You don't have time to seek the professional help that you need in order to deal with it yourself because you're so hell bent on helping other people so you don't do the same things that happen to you so that doesn't happen to them, if that makes sense. And I feel
It makes
that
perfect sense.
it does. And I feel that because this is me down to a T, I will go out, and Mikey can attest to this. Um, I am the type of person that will go all out for anybody and everybody. I may not know you. I will if you just moved on to the base where I'm at right now and you need help, I will do whatever I can to help you because that's just the type of person that I am. But I but I have been so focused on helping other people and making them feel better and loving them unconditionally and helping them. And so they don't feel what I felt when I experienced my childhood issues. Um, and that I don't take the time, and this is something that my therapist has actually told me, that I don't take the time for myself. I don't do self care for myself because I am so worried about everybody else except for me that the only time
Hmm.
I have time for myself is when I am burnt out, emotionally drained, physically exhausted and sick, and just physiologically just falling apart. And emotionally, I'm just a fucking wreck.
100% agreed.
Yeah.
I
And
can feel for all of that.
yeah. And so I feel that there is, how can I put this? That we don't put a lot of effort into ourselves the same way we put effort into everybody else around us. That we forget about ourselves. We forget about our well-being. We forget how to take care of ourselves. And that's something that's somewhat basic that should have been taught to us. And this is something that they don't teach you in school. They don't teach you about self-care. They don't teach you about mental well-being and things like that because everybody just wants you a certain way. Everybody wants you a certain way, shape, or form, and they just want you to go to school and go to college and you can put yourself into freaking insane debt when you go to college, and then find a career, and that's it. And you work until you die. But nobody has taught us to love ourselves, and nobody has taught us to take care of ourselves emotionally and physically and to be kind to ourselves because we just bury our feelings and we just slap on a happy face and we put on the front for everybody else because we feel like we're such a burden to them whenever we want to unload our problems on them because for fear that we're going to make them feel upset.
Yep,
If,
100%. Like
yeah.
you just reading like my entire bio history.
I'm sorry.
You're good. That's why I can this can relate to like everything that you're saying because it's just like word for word. I was like, damn, damn. It's like check mark, another check mark.
And
All this like this. Huh, I wonder how much we else have in common.
and I feel that, and this is something that my therapist has told me, that we just don't take care of ourselves because we want to take everybody we want to take care of everybody else. So the embodiment issues that we have, they don't feel. So when there is sadness we have growing up and as an adult with depression and anxiety and mood swings, they don't feel. We want them to feel better because we want them to like us and love us and for them not to leave us. But at the end of the day, it's not up it's at the end of the day, we really don't have anybody. At the end of the day, we only have ourselves. And in order to move forward in life and create better friendships, create better relationships, better love, we need to work on ourselves. And I feel that with anger, anger is, I feel like to me, anger is just one of those right emotions that just comes along with bipolar and depression and anxiety. It's there to stay. You just gotta find a way to like
That's why I
not
say
let it
is
control you.
yeah. That's why I say is find a way to hone your anger, your energy that you have, and control that. And once you have that controlled, you'll be able to withstand any environment of people getting in your way, even if you know for a fact that you're going to get angry and you're going to explode. You already can foresee what's going to happen, so you take the necessary precautions to get yourself and calm yourself down, so that way you can still be able to maintain, do what you need to do. There have been multiple times where I just got this new job this year that they already made me upset to the point that we were talking about. And I have wanted to fight people in that store and almost lose my job. Hear me out. I really wanted to fight those people. But I was just like, I already knew for a fact that if I did that, there's going to be this consequence, which leads to that consequence, which leads to this consequence. And like, truth be told, we probably would have never met.
Mm-hmm.
But, but I don't let it, like, I will think about it logically in the realest way when I get angry. When I get angry, things become extra logical. And I be thinking about things of what's going to happen to me if I do this. There will be consequences if I do this.
Mm-hmm.
So when I think about it in my head, I try to put it into action. I go play by play of what's going to happen. And then I end up, while I'm doing it, I'm already getting calm because I'm giving scenarios of what's going to happen. Like, it's just like I'm in a state of mind. Nobody else is around me. It doesn't matter if people are around me. Nobody else is around me at that time. I am logically thinking everything possible that could possibly happen to me if I was to do this, if I was to do that, if I was to take that scenario, if I was to do this. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. While I'm in that state, I'm constantly thinking about other things, which
Mm-hmm.
means I'm not thinking about anger. I'm thinking about something else. You already have your mind preoccupied with something else. If you can get your mind preoccupied, you're going to calm yourself down.
Now, this brings me to my next question. Like,
Hmm.
you just mentioned that when you get angry, you have logical thinking. You have planned ahead a sequence of events and the consequences of those actions, whether it be positive or negative. Now,
Hmm.
what about someone that just goes from zero to rage in 5 seconds? And they can't be logical. They can't be reasoned with. So what happens then? So what would you do in that instance?
In that instance, there when I was like that and I didn't want to think things through, when I
Mm-hmm.
went from 0 to 100, I legitimately just took myself out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I made sure that I didn't hit the person or make contact with the person. I
Mm-hmm.
might like knock over some stuff, or I might, like, if I'm at home, I might, like, I don't know, like slam my door or something. Like, but I will never make contact with the person. I'll do damage to my own body before I do damage to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So like, whether it's like punching a wall, I don't know, like
That
slamming
doesn't sound
doors.
healthy.
It's not. It's really not. And I'm trying to find other ways to deal with it. Like, I'm gonna be getting a therapist pretty soon myself, in all honesty.
That's great.
Like, I had one that I liked a long time ago, but a lot of them, it's just really hard to find somebody to talk to
Yeah.
that is a professional that won't ask the same questions every time you come in. It's like you're on a record and you just ask these same questions, and I'm just like, you gonna just talk? You want to talk to me, or do you want to just ask the questions?
Right.
So I'm gonna give another shot at that and see what's out there. But yeah, they're like from going 0 to 100, I would end up like punching things to calm myself down, so I wouldn't make contact with anybody
Mhm.
but ergo, which is why I don't have uh any feeling in my pinky.
Uh-oh.
That led to a it's not a great story. And yeah, that's not the best story. And
That's fine. If we don't want to talk about it, it's perfectly fine.
it's not that I would talk about it. It's just it's very uh gory.
Let's save that then for another time.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's another time thing.
Yeah.
But the next question that I was gonna ask was like, if Bill, you can feel free to like not ask answer it too. But it was just one because I was just wondering, when was the last time that you had explode or had rage, and then how did you calm down? How did you get yourself to calm
Shit.
down?
I don't even.
If you had to think about it, when was the last time that you were at full blown rage, like 0 to 100, and you just had to bring yourself down?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been in rage mode for a long time. I honestly can't answer that because I don't know.
If I had to put a date on it, I would say mine happened about like what month are we in? May?
We're in May, month of May, May 16th, 2022.
Word. If I had to put a date on it, I would probably say it's been about, what is that, April? Since February, so what? Like 3 months? Or
Mhm.
4 months if you counting, if you want to count May.
Okay.
But like three months in total since I last actually raged, which happened at work. I screamed at somebody extremely loud, and then they cowered in fear, and then I just kind of like walked off, and I blew off some steam.
Mhm.
Cause I was like, I don't want to make contact, but you're kind of getting me there, and I'm just like, we're not gonna do that. So I screamed at him really loud about what I was angry about, and then I just walked away. I did some
Okay.
breathing exercises, and then I calmed down.
Okay.
And then I thought about what I did, and then I was just like, dang, it really wasn't worth it. And I had to, I want to make myself apologize for screaming at them because it really wasn't their fault. They just kind of,
Wrong place, wrong time.
majorly. I was already getting ticked off because of something that was happening. Stuff was getting thrown at me as I was doing stuff, and somebody just wasn't paying attention.
Tinkerbell Cerberus is popping in to say hello.
Hello,
Oh,
hello.
hello.
Oh, damn, I feel welcome. All right, I'll listen to you guys later.
We're
Wait, what happened?
I don't know what just happened.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize this was an open party chat, but okay.
My bad. I thought I closed it off.
I could have swore it was closed, but I don't
I
know.
could have sworn it was too.
Yeah, I thought so
That
too.
was my fault. I apologize.
You're
I'm
good.
trying to fix that right now. Mm-mm-mm. Oop, nope, not there. Wrong place. Wrong place, wrong time.
Excuse us while we deal with some technical difficulties.
Yes, my bad. Members request. Nope. Yep. Here we go. It's just set to 3 people and it requires the press to get in. So yeah, no one else is getting up in here. No time soon.
Okay, good.
And we are back. Sorry about that brief little intermission that I had to go through. I am so sorry, peoples.
That's fine.
Oh my goodness.
Where were we?
We were talking about the last time we exploded and how we calmed down.
I can't really say when the last time I like full blown went into Hulk mode. I know I've had one, I just can't remember when.
When was the last time I did it, honey?
You blow that you went from 0 to 100 rage where you were just pure boiling hot of lava.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I remember.
It's been a while since your husband did it.
I don't know.
When did Gabriel buy all that shit on Amazon?
Oh yeah.
For what?
The time that my son Gabriel ordered a lot of stuff off of Amazon.
Oh, I would
Yeah.
be mad too.
Parents, if we can relate, please comment below.
Yeah,
Kids, your kids ordering stuff online without you knowing and
using your credit card information.
using your credit card information.
There are some smart kids. If y'all know how to do all that, how are your grades not good in math?
Right?
That's what I want to know. How are your grades not good in math, but you know how to hack someone's bank account?
Right. That's funny.
Sorry, it just hit me like just now. Like, you know how to deal with numbers, and you've been lying to us. Like,
You're heading up to bed?
In a minute, yeah.
Okay, I'm doing my mental health Monday.
I know.
Okay.
I've heard.
Okay.
I got one of my papers done. I got one more to do tomorrow.
Okay, that's good. Okay. My next question.
Yes.
Can holding in anger affect your physical health?
Yes. I
Please
would have to say so.
describe. Young
Holding
Padawan.
in anger, I would say, definitely affects my mental health because when I'm holding it
Physical,
in for
physical health.
physical health.
Physical health, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, my fault. So if it's physical health, it's still kind of bad in its own little way. I would have to say, only because like when I tend to hold in anger, and then for that long, I'm just like I need to expel it. I need to get it out of my system. And when it comes out in a physical form, it can get really bad to the point like if I'm gonna put all of my strength into getting it out of my system. So because I don't want to hurt anybody else and I do other things, it ends up hurting me, which is why I tend to have bigger knuckles than a lot of people.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why I say it's not a good thing. I would say to hold in anger because it definitely hurts you more physically than anything, than mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what you're doing, it can really hurt you in a physical way.
Yeah.
It depends on what you're doing, because some people might do what I do, other people might take it further. Like there was a time when I did night driving.
Mm-hmm.
If I was that angry, I would literally just get in my car and I would just get on the road and I would just go. I would be just going down the road and I'm just speeding down the road. I mean, I'm up there hitting about like 120, probably close to like 130, 140, somewhere around there. Anywhere between those three digits.
Mhm.
But like, I will be hitting speeds like that while I'm angry, and it's not good to have aggression while you drive, especially at those speeds, because you're not thinking clearly.
Right.
No, even though you like the rush and the feeling of it, to bring yourself down, it's really not safe to be doing that. That's why again I say it's really to me not a good thing that it affects you in that kind of way,
Mhm.
like anger, how much anger really affects you in a physical way. I don't see any possible outcome that could be good that could come out of this.
Right. Okay. Well, I think that holding in anger does affect your physical health, starting with headaches, you know,
Agreed.
grating your teeth a lot when you're sleeping. Um, you get a lot of you get heart start getting heart problems like blood pressure and
Oh
things
my
like
goodness,
that.
yes.
Um, you sleep with your eyes furrowed a lot. You get like that deep crevice thing where your eyebrows are at, where your eyebrows are at.
Start to get the little squint.
Yep, and then your face just constantly red from being angry, and you just
Yep, just scowling just all the time.
resting bitch face.
Yes, that's my face
Yeah.
every day. No, it's not. I'm playing. But it be there though.
Yep, I can attest to that. Where I have my days where, especially when I wake up and I'm crabby, I'm just like, I just have this look in my face, and my husband has seen it where I wake up and I'm just like, don't fuck with me right now.
That's definitely me before morning coffee. But I don't know how to feel anymore because I just go out into the mall and people be like, "Dang, what's wrong with
Hmm?
you?" And I'm like, "It's my face."
Look on my face.
Oh, like you look like you're gonna kill somebody. I was like, "That's my face, man. I don't know what my face to be looking like. I'm just like looking around."
Right?
People will be saying I'm looking like a whole assassin out there. I'm like, I'm just here. I'm walking. What you want from me? I'm walking here.
Okay.
Mind my business. I'm walking.
What are some triggers that gets you angry or gets you from 0 to 100 in zero point 0.5 seconds?
But see, it takes a lot to get me angry. That's the problem.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I don't think it takes a lot for people to get angry. I think it's there, right underneath the surface, because we're ready to lash out. Because when we get angry, I feel that we're ready to lash out.
Hmm.
So I feel there's little buttons, little things here and there that you don't realize is making you angry, but it's getting you there. Like you start getting a headache,
Oh yeah, it definitely gets
or you
there.
get that little, twitch in your eyeball, and you're just like, and you slowly you can feel the blood rising in your neck,
Yeah,
and you're just like
it
hot.
be there.
Yeah.
It definitely be there. But
Mhm.
it's just like 9 times out of 10, it's not because someone is doing something purposely. It's because it's unintentional is what happens, and that's
Mhm.
why I end up like really rationalizing what I do before I think about it. Because I realize what for me is that I tend to get angry at something that was just unintentional half of the time. It's
Mhm.
not half of the things that happen to me to make me angry are not on purpose.
Hmm.
So I have no reason to get upset.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why I say it takes a lot for me to actually get angry because I don't know what it is half of the time unless it's like it's happening at that moment. Like at work for me, it was I was working with boxes and I was breaking down the boxes. They come over and they throw the boxes at me over the table, and then I would break them down. Boxes were
Mhm.
piling up. They weren't paying attention. A few of them hit me, and then like two or three of them hit me in the head, and I'm just like, it just kept coming. I was like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. And then I just let that one person have it because I was just like, it was like, oh, like you need to watch where you're going, blah 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 blah. And I was just like, you constantly just threw boxes at me, not paying attention. I didn't say anything because I was like, we're gonna get our job done. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through the job. There's a job to be done. And I just let her have it at the end of the day because I was like, I'm not doing that. But yeah, it's little things like you said that be under the surface, but it was unintentional because she didn't realize that she was throwing it. She just knew that she had to give me the boxes. She didn't realize where she was throwing them. Because it's just like the boxes started to pile up, which caused the boxes to give a little avalanche, and they kind of caved in on me a little bit. They saw it fall on me, and I was okay and I kept working, and I got through it. But the whole thing was just like just getting hit in the back of the head with boxes was just not fun for me, and I was just getting a little upset every now and then. I was like, we're gonna, it's not on purpose. It's not on purpose. They don't realize it. It's not on purpose. I had to keep remembering that it's not on purpose.
Right.
But the whole thing of I need to watch where I'm going and this, I was like, oh, see right there, that's where you cross the line.
Yeah.
Everybody else saw that I was getting angry. You had to be the one person to open your mouth.
Right.
No one else talked to me but that one person. And I think that's what it was. Talking to me while I'm upset does not bring me down. I have to calm down on my own. You can't talk to me while I'm upset. And I know a lot of people can relate to that. You can't talk to somebody while they're upset in that state because half of the time you don't know what they're going to do, how they're going to react. They could be calm. They might have a spurt and just have a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
They might go off on you for all you know, and you're like the closest friend that they have. That's why I say you can't really talk to people when they're upset in that state. You kind of have to let them calm down, which is what everybody else let me do, but that one person. Because they opened their mouth and they had to say what was on their mind to me. That's when I lost it, and I screamed at them. And I was like, that's just not cool.
Right.
Obviously, they didn't know. So I was just like, you know what? I apologize, and I let them know what was going on. It was not intentional, obviously. So I just kind of let the thing go after that. But yeah, I had to do some deep exercises of deep breathing before I even went back on the floor. Because I wasn't at home, I was at work.
Right.
But when I'm out in public, for me, deep breathing exercises work the best. Though I lose my aggression that I have.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, what was the question? Oh, I'm so sorry. I went off.
You're fine. I was saying, what are some triggers that gets you angry?
Oh yeah, just small things. Like I said, just like triggers that get me angry are the small things. Like
What are some what are some of those small things?
just trying to tell me to calm down when I'm angry. If I'm already angry and I'm about to get there, telling me, hey, you need to calm down. It's gonna be okay. It's not gonna calm me down. That's just gonna only make me more upset.
Make it worse.
It's
Yeah.
like
That's like
it's
telling
like
a
someone's
Hispanic woman like me when she's already upset, you need to calm down. No, step the fuck away from me before I unintentionally stab you with my knife.
right. Facts. Like for me, it's it's like telling somebody. How do I put this? It's like telling somebody, don't go in that dark room.
Now,
Like now you're curious, what's in the dark room? I want to
Right.
go in there.
oh yeah,
They told me not to, but I kind of want to. I want to defy them.
right.
It's the same principle. it's just like when you're angry, you tend to want to defy. You don't want to listen to anybody.
Yeah, you don't like being told what to do.
Yeah, it's like
That's me.
it's almost like reverting back to a kid for a little bit. Like you just got some steam that you want to blow off. You don't want to listen to nobody. You don't want to hear anything.
Yeah,
You don't want to hear it. You just want to just like blow it off and just calm on your own.
for sure.
And sometimes, honestly, that's what you just need to do. You need some time to yourself where you can calm down on your own.
Right.
You don't always have to be around people to calm down. You don't always have to talk to somebody. If you're a solo dolo person, maybe the breathing exercise will work for you. Maybe not. Maybe you do other things to calm down. But sometimes you just need to be alone to calm down.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, you don't know what the person is going to do or how they're going to react. They may act calmly, but they may not.
Mhm. Okay. Now, you have a question?
Well, do have a question, but my question is I'm going to save my question for the end.
Okay. We're a little strapped for time because I didn't want to make this too long because we
No, that's
started
okay.
a little after 8. Whoops! There goes my magnet. Just flew out.
Bring
Okay.
that mag back.
Okay. We pretty much covered that. Okay. Now, I need you to give this to me in a guy's perspective, in a man's perspective.
Okay.
What are some signs that lets you know that you need to remove yourself from the environment slash situation that is making you rage? Angry or rage?
What makes... Wait, okay. One more time.
What are some signs that lets you know that you essentially need to remove yourself from that situation or environment?
Some signs that make me let me know that I need to be removed from a situation if I'm angry
Mm-hmm.
is little things for I don't know how to say it from like from a man's perspective
Okay, give
because
it to me from your
it's
perspective. Give it to me from your perspective.
okay, because I was like from a man's perspective it could be a multitude of things from like but for my perspective it's a little bit smaller.
Okay.
Like for instance, some little signs for me are just like I said, people trying to talk to me, telling me to calm down. Uh, or like if you're trying to bark orders at me, I know for the fact that no guy likes to be barked orders at about anything. Trying to confront them on something is not gonna happen. It's just not gonna get you anywhere. Like they're just gonna continue to stay upset, angry, mad, and they're just like gonna continue to push you away. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be like another sign could be just if like something like for me it would be like a possession of mine, or if even like not if possession, just for me it's close friends. Like I like to keep my friends close to me. If somebody was to ever hurt my friends, then that's like a sign right there. Like we're gonna beef automatically.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And like I take that very close because I take my family very close to me, and I like to keep my friends close because I also like to treat them like my family. So as for me, signs would be like if I hear that somebody's in trouble, then I'm gonna come running and I'm gonna come and defend you.
Okay.
Like that for me is like a triggering state. Like people tell me that somebody is messing with them, that automatically gets me heated, and then I'm gonna want to fight them. and they're gonna be like telling me, no, you don't need to. And I'll be like, where they live at? I'm going there. We're gonna fight.
Right. Okay.
Like things like that. Like you mess with my friends, and you mess with my family. That honestly really gets me heated to a point that like I'm past the point of talking. I've heard enough information to the point that I'm gonna fight this person.
Okay.
Like I tend to defend my friends and my family.
That's good. Okay.
But
I know that
what
for
about you?
me, some of my signs that I need to remove myself from situation when I'm very, very angry or I just rage is when I'm not my giggly, bubbly self because it's like for me, I get quiet, and when I get quiet, it can mean a couple of things. One, I'm either tired, two, I'm annoyed, or three, I'm getting ready to fucking beat the living shit out of you. Because I won't do it because I know it'll get me in trouble, but
Hmm.
I'm picturing your death. Like I'm picturing how
You
I
can
want to
see
hurt
it.
you. Yeah,
Yeah, you can honestly see how you want that person to go out.
yeah. And then my hands start getting shaky. I won't say much. I have like this monotone voice, and I'm just like, it's like a whole person takes over, if that makes sense. And I'm just like,
That
it's
makes
like,
perfect sense.
yeah, it's like I go from bubbly and giggling and laughing and making jokes to like, I'm quiet. I'm thinking of ways to hurt you, and I want to break something. it's a, I
I
don't know if
feel
that's
that
a Hispanic
100%.
and the Latina
No,
thing,
I feel that
wanting to
100%. It's
break like wanting to throw or break something, but I know I can't because that just I don't know.
no,
But
I understand.
I get so heated and heat radiates off of me, and
I
I'm just like,
completely understand.
I need to leave. Whenever my husband pisses me off, um, I isolate myself because I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to throw anything, and I would rather deal with it on my own and not say anything that's gonna hurt somebody's feelings. Because if I'm upset, if I'm full blown angry, or if I'm in a fit of rage, I will say something to you, and if you're close to me, I will use something personal to invoke pain on you. And I don't like
Mm-hmm.
doing that, especially to the people that I love. And
100%.
yeah, so I will shut down. I will just I'd be like, nope. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to be touched. I don't want to touch anybody. I want to be by myself. Just leave me the fuck alone. Let me cool down in my bedroom, in my bed, because to me, my bed is my safe place. It's my safe haven. My pillows, my comforters, my blankets, it calms me. It soothes me. And it, if I'm angry, I just want to be in bed. Don't talk to me until I'm ready to talk to you. And then just let me, just let me be angry. Just let me
100%.
be angry. Let me just watch TV, do my own thing, and once
I
I'm
can
ready,
definitely occur with that though,
yeah, if
because
I,
like when you're angry, and or even for myself, like if I get angry, I can definitely concur with what you're saying because all I want to do is just shut down.
yeah,
Like I'll, if I'm starting to honestly think about how I can hurt you in
mhm,
the worst way possible, that like it almost is like that's a trigger right there that I need to probably remove myself from the room.
yep,
Like I don't need to be here
yep,
because like if I'm honestly like that angry to the point that I can't think about nothing else but that person,
mhm,
then I need to leave. and
Yeah.
I will like personally make my way out the door of wherever I am and just exclude myself to a place of solitude,
Yep.
whether it's my room or some place, another department in a store in the mall. I don't know, but I seclude myself.
Yeah.
Then I'll just kind of just hone in on my music and mellow out.
Yep. It just let this anger just let the anger soothe itself. Essentially,
Yes, pretty
just
much.
let me rage. Let me do what I need to do so I don't hurt anybody else and I don't hurt anybody else's feelings. Because I know myself that when I do get into a fit of rage, I will say mean things and I will not regret them and I will not apologize. I will apologize for, if that makes sense. Because that's just when I'm
It
angry.
makes perfect sense.
Yeah, when I'm very 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 angry, and there have been very very few times where I have blown up. I will want to say something to hurt you and to get you to back off. And if we don't back off, I will keep going. And eventually it will lead you to leaving me. And yes, I have abandonment issues, but I push you so I can deal with this anger by myself. It's like shit.
You're good.
What is it? What is it? It's like Hulk. Just just let me rage. Just let me be by myself. Let me rage in isolation so I don't hurt anybody cuz I don't like hurting anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want
And
to.
I don't want that. I don't like the idea either. But for me, it's like if you come at my friends or my family, then it's a whole other story. But I
Yeah.
don't want to hurt nobody. I really don't.
No.
But it's like people be pushing me to a degree that I will go out of my way if you hurt people that I love.
Yes. If you keep pushing me, if I say just leave me alone. If I tell you to leave me alone, just do it. Just please do as I say. Just leave me alone because I'm gonna get even angrier, and I am gonna lash out and I will say things that I will mean that that will hurt you, and I don't want to. The last thing I want to do is hurt anybody, and I would rather just deal with my anger by myself, so I don't hurt anybody else around me, especially with words.
Facts.
Yeah, I'd rather be in a cold room, in my bedroom, in my blanket, under my comforters, with my baby Yoda, with my massive baby Yoda, baby Grogu pillow, and my two other pillows, with my Scentsy warmer on, to get some background
Oh,
music
you
going
extra comfy.
and watch my murder doc or my homicide stories to get me to like calm down because that's what makes me happy. I like being by myself in bed because my bed makes me happy and it's just a comfort. And
I
there's
feel that 100%.
very few people that can get away with telling me to calm down, and Mikey is one of them. So he has access to the Aria panel.
Word.
Who, me?
Yes, you. You're one of the very few people that can like tell me to calm down, and I will not fucking hurt, and I will not just rage at you. And there he goes again.
Just
He goes
quiet.
for me, and then he goes quiet.
I love that.
No, I'm just listening.
Service, I love you so much. Love you so much, my guy.
But yeah, I would rather just deal with my anger by myself and just shut down and not talk to anybody and not let anybody touch me. If someone touches me, I flinch and I'm gonna think that I'm in a fight and I will lash out. But I want to be left alone when I'm very angry. Um,
That much I do understand now.
do you have any questions? Oh yeah, you do have one. You want to wait till the end? Okay.
Hmm.
My next question. What advice would you give to someone about their anger? How they can best manage their anger?
The best advice that I can honestly give somebody is to, in all honesty, just remember to have self-control. Because when you have self-control, you're in control of what's going on, of your anger, of your thoughts, of everything. If you don't have that self-control, then you're gonna let everything just kind of just flow out, and it's gonna end up being a whole disaster, and it's gonna come back and be 10 times worse in your face than what it already was. And then
Yeah.
you're gonna get more angry. And no one wants that. And I know that nobody wants that. Like,
Yeah.
who wants to just get angry to just have it blow it back up in your face and get like 10 times more angry because we were too stubborn to just rationalize and think about it for like a few seconds. Like, if we can tend to remove ourselves from the situation, like how we've been talking about,
Mhm.
we can get that. Just even if it's like, I don't know, 5 minutes to ourselves, just get 5 minutes, just to breathe.
Yeah. Like
If
some
you can
breathing
remove
techniques.
yourself, just to just give some solitude, like how we were talking about. That is my best advice to give out: to have self-control and to get some type of solitude when you get angry.
Yeah.
When you have solitude, you have time to collect your thoughts. There's nothing for you to harm. You won't harm anybody. You're by yourself. You can collect your thoughts that way.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my advice.
My advice would be we just take care of yourself, and there are moments where you can be angry, and there are moments where you shouldn't be angry, and when you don't have that self control, just remove yourself from that situation because it's not worth hurting someone when you don't have that control. And
Agreed.
just learn some breathing techniques, color, listen to calming relaxation music or some lo-fi. Um, Go to the
Oh my
spa
goodness, lo-fi is
even.
great.
I
And I'm
love me
pretty
some
sure a lot
lo-fi.
of people can agree with that.
I love me some Japanese lo-fi. It's the best.
Oh, for me, it's like it's not even Japanese lo-fi. It's just anime lo-fi. Just
Yeah.
listening to your favorite anime songs, but in lo-fi.
Oh.
That is amazing. There are so many different playlists out there that I was just like, huh, is that Demon Slayer? Oh,
Right?
it's like, oh, it's like, wait. Y'all did a lo-fi for Attack on Titan? Excuse me? Like, they just catch you off guard. You notice be like, just be like vibing. It's like, they'll just catch you. Like, wait, what?
Right.
Hear me out though. When I'm doing aggression music though, for me it's a lot of rock and metal.
Yes. Yes.
A
I can
lot of
relate.
rock and metal. A lot of
Me
screaming.
some Lacuna Coil, got me some Kill Switch Engage, you got me Within Temptation, Evanescence, Linkin Park.
Oh yes. 100%. See, for me, it's like Asking Alexandria, Bear 2, um, Chelsea
Motion
Grin,
and White. Or Motionless in White.
Motionless in White. That's another one.
Cradle
It's
of
just a
Filth.
lot of
Cradle of Filth
screaming.
is a good one, yes. Because
For
God's
me, it's
know
just
that
like
if we
nothing.
scream like that in real life, someone is gonna call the cops.
Oh yeah, someone probably would.
Yeah.
I wish I could though. Hear me out. Like, it would be really cool to just like sing, just like scream like that on command,
My poor
and
throat.
then be able to go back into singing. I was just like, my guy,
My voice would be so
you have
hoarse.
a whole. But but then they talk and they sound like the sweetest people.
Right?
I was like, how do you have such a voice like that? And then you're just like, you're so nice.
Right.
I'm like,
Well, the kindest people, something that I've learned is that the kindest people are the ones with the deepest voice, if that makes sense.
say what? Wait, what?
The people that has gone through a lot, they're the sweetest person. So I know there's a lot of like a
Hmm.
generalization when it comes to like rockers and heavy metal artists and stuff like that. It's like, oh, they do this, they listen to satanic music and this, that, and the third. I'm like, it's not satanic rock, but okay.
It's not really.
That's just Jimmy down the street just letting his feelings be known. And he's getting paid for
100%.
it. He's getting paid for doing what he loves. So,
And you can't get mad at that.
oh. But that's it for tonight, guys. Remember, we love you. If you're going through anything, please do not hesitate to let us know. Message us. We
Please
will do our
do.
best to respond to you. If you feel like a, if you feel you're in distress and you have nobody to talk to, please let us know. Or if you feel like you're in a situation where you feel like something's gonna happen, please call the suicide hotline. And please, please, please remember, ladies and gentlemen, that this is not a professional discussion. This is just two gamers bringing about awareness about mental health and raising awareness. And please make sure that you understand that this does not make us professional licensed therapists. We're not professionals. So if you got depression, if you got anxiety, you got something going on, please go see and talk to a licensed therapist. They will help you. If you feel like you need a friend, please let us know. We will do our best to hit you up and be there for you. Nobody is ever truly alone. All right? Senpai, do your thing.
You already know, guys. It's that time again, so we're gonna have to peace out, and we will see you next time.
See you next Monday around this time. Bye.
Later.